Genetic modification and the Stargates invasion. Concerning the genetic modification and the Stargates invasion. The Archins' execution of our genetic material mapping. These are the vicious plans by Archins to capture our genetic code library and to hybridization our intelligence. This way they can access other dimensional portals. They use our genetic information in their profile of researching our family tree, including any attachments to blood covenant by such families, on this planet. By capturing our genetic data they can use this information to transport themselves into realities to disrupt those civilizations like our present planetary conditions in this historical awakening process. They're using the principles through technology and creating a transhumanism robots agenda. They then can artificially map the rest of the world and replace the current human version of humanity. They are looking for the genetic library to conclude their archonic, reptilians agenda and enslavement of the rest of the races on Mother Earth. Our planet Mother Further God is stepping in, with our help to avoid this takeover. Some of us are very fragile at the moment, and all people should start by meditation to help in this awareness. It's part of their Jade Helm intent to capture our physiology into an artificial intelligence construct. Who are the Archins? From the writing of Comte de Gabalis, 1913. Looks like Apostle Paul was an initiate who spoke and warned us about the Archins. Authority for this statement is found in St. Paul's own I Corinthians, LL 6:7. We speak wisdom among the initiated, not the wisdom of this age, but of the life-giving force, nor of the Archins of this age who pass away, but of the Archins of the life-giving force who do not pass away, but we speak the wisdom of God in a secret made known to the initiated, the wisdom kept secret, which God ordained before the ages for the upbuilding of our spiritual body. The Century Dictionary defines Archon as a chief magistrate of some states in ancient Greece, and particularly Athens, and as in various Gnostic systems, one of several spiritual powers superior to angels. More about the Archons? In a Dictionary of Gnosticism, Andrew Philip Smith defines the Archons. In Gnostic systems, the Archons are the numerous assistants of the demiurge. They are usually responsible for the creation of the human body, and specific Archons are sometimes considered to create or animate the various components, limbs, organs, etc., of the body. Planetary Archons are also thought to rule over the various spheres through which the soul may ascend. The Archons have a negative role, restraining the spiritual impulses of humanity and direct human affairs for the demiurge, being responsible for the flood, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the crucifixion of Jesus. Although depicted as hermaphrodite creatures owning bestial faces, with an appetite for rape and brawling, the Archons are essentially a mixture of heavenly administrators and hellish union goons. Their greatest tool isn't fear, however, but ignorance, the mother of all evil according to the Gnostic Gospel of Philip. If humans remain ignorant of their divine origins beyond the universe, the system remains constant, and all is good for the Archons. Except the system is, according to the Gnostics, a flawed construct. As Sam Criss wrote in The Atlantic, the physical universe was the creation of the demiurge, say Mallory Alder, both, sometimes figured as a snake with the head of a lion, a blind and stupid god who creates his false world in imperfect imitation of the real creator. This world is a distorted mirror, an image, in other words, a kind of software. In this flawed system, this software, the Archons are demented programmers, coding our fate, precisely every negative aspect of our lives, inner and outer, that slowly broke our mental spine. They try to grant us a counterfeit spirit. How do we fight the Archons? We fight the Archons like the ancient Gnostics did, with knowledge, wisdom, and detachment. To be in the world and not of it, as Jesus explains in the Gospel of John. Or as Paul says in Romans 12. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Don't let them control your mind. As Nicola Denzi Lewis in her book Gnosticism, the Archins transcend category, which in the thought world of antiquity, was not a good thing. She also writes that they are neither divine nor clearly demonic. After arming ourselves with the right information to see beyond the software, we must beat the Archins at their game by transcending human categories, becoming neither divine nor clearly demonic, awaken the essence of the alien god that resides within us, sometimes known as the divine spark. The Gnostics utilized many rituals to achieve this, so your mileage may vary. Ultimately, it's about breaking fate, knowing that the Archins truly own our body, that we only rent at a higher interest rate, and that our thoughts can become free with the right information. The importance of meditation. Breaking the Archin programming. So, to repeat my original statements, the rulers of today and their many forms, from presidents, to governors, to scientists, and the like of every nation, are considered Archins. They have a devious agenda. They're a result of our genetic material mapping through cloning, transhumanism, and just trying to deplete us as the human beings God made us. These are vicious tactics to capture our genetic code library and to hybridization our intelligence so they may access other dimensional portals by using our genetic information in their profile of researching our family tree, including any attachments to blood covenant by such families on this planet. By capturing our genetic information, they plan to transport themselves into realities to disrupt those civilizations like our present one. They wish to disrupt planetary conditions in this moment of the historical awakening process. It's part of their Jade Helm intent to capture our physiology into an artificial intelligence construct. They are using the principles through technology and creating a transhumanism robots agenda. This way, they can artificially map the rest of the world and replace the current human version of humanity. They're looking for the genetic library to conclude their Archonic, reptilians agenda, an enslavement of the rest of races on Mother Earth. Further, God is stepping with our help to avoid and to take over. Some of us are very fragile at the moment. Start by meditation to help in this awareness. Meditation helps, and we hope you all will make it a daily if not weekly habit to maintain and also gain awareness. The Archin programming system can be broken by turning off the television, reducing the time spent on cell phones, limiting time on the computer including Facebook, especially the Facebook games, and spending more time on nature. The Archins did not plan for us disconnecting our consciousness from technology and instead connecting with Mother Earth. Meditation and focusing on your breath within are steps to relaxing enough to tune in. In fact, many beings have time traveled back from the future to warn humanity of a future where humanity was suckered into a technological dream that ended up being a zombie nightmare. Until humanity is free of the Archonic control, technological advances are serving as part of the program to suck our consciousness out of our bodies. When we vacate the human body consistently, we could allow other beings to enter while we are off in virtual reality heaven. Gaia, the consciousness of planet Earth, has important messages for us right now. If we realize that this intelligence is program-based, then breaking the program will break the system. Human behavior has been studied for hundreds of years in preparation for this time. Up until now, actions and choices have been easily predicted by minions who have either used remote viewing or looking glass technology to study the future in order to create control systems in the present. If we make the alternate choice than what we have been robotically following, we can put a kink in the system that will change the future. If enough people begin doing this, we will inevitably break the whole system down. Be as simple as breaking your morning routine. If you normally take the same route to work, seek an alternate route a few times to break up the monotony. If you have coffee in the morning, try tea or water instead. Have breakfast for dinner or dinner for breakfast. If you make your bed every morning, try leaving it unmade or vice versa. Be a slob for a change. Other things you could do would include moving your furniture around in your house or even move houses. If you move, you could give some things away to homeless shelters. Reducing the attachment to things and consumerism is a great way to break the pattern. Other things you could do would include moving your furniture around in your house or even move houses. If you move, you could give some things away to homeless shelters. Reducing the attachment to things and consumerism is a great way to break the pattern. Many people have felt the itch to change something in their lives, and as they made these changes they have changed future timelines. That urge to change has already changed many timelines for the better and has caused a great concern to the minions as things are not panning out as they expected. As long as you are not hurting anyone else, be as creative as you can in changing things around. Read, research, stay grounded, learn to meditate, watch the Move the Matrix, and you can contact the presenters at http://ra/intel/nanu.net. UFO Sightings Plus, the YouTube page. Namaste.